Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Yang Mi Ba Ba, quick hand speed cannot be considered a talent. Crossing parallel worlds, Jiang Bai has become a fresh meat in the entertainment industry. Tianhu starts. No, awakening system, as long as it is blocked, rewards can be obtained. So, Jiang Bai became uncontrollable. Other little fresh meat crazily curls up, with a hard concave character design. Jiang Bai is fresh and refined, smoking, drinking, and perming her hair. Public figures should always pay attention to their words and actions in front of the camera. Jiang Bai is unrestrained and free-spirited, embracing each other to relieve bra. GraduallySecret. I beg you to pretend, okay? Ba ba. Ruth. Pinch my face, I can't bear it. There. Absolutely not. Bai Lu. He kissed and stuck out his tongue. I let him. Reba. When you have time, let's have a child and play. Faced with an interview, Jiang Bai candidly stated that, it doesn't matter whether you win or not, it's necessary to win a few actresses. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Sleep at the award ceremony. Are you playing? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dragon Kingdom, Magic City. The opening ceremony of the Golden Shadow TV Festival. The brightly lit program scene is filled with celebrities. As an important event in the entertainment industry, usually, familiar celebrities appear one after another, sitting in their respective positions, and everyone competes to showcase their best selves. After all, in this kind of live streaming scene, no one wants to be compared to their opposite family. Moreover, if you want to be targeted by a great director, it's not impossible to take on the lead role. At this point, host He Jeong appeared on stage wearing a black suit. Welcome everyone to the live broadcast of our Golden Shadow TV Festival Award ceremony. Tonight, we will broadcast the entire program through live streaming, hoping that everyone will receive their own awards. Ah! Finally, it's about to start. Camera Big Brother, take a spin. Ah! Miss Me looks so beautiful tonight. Camera Brother, please weld the camera to Miss Me's face. Why is our Miss Me's position so far back? If we exit Yang Mi studio, we will be targeted. Bullying our honey sister has no background, right? Many barrage comments are about Yang Mi. It's not uncommon for people to have a lot of right and wrong. More often than not, it's because of leaving our old company. However, Yang Mi on site was unaware of the heated discussions in the live broadcast room. Moreover, it seems that her attention is not at all focused on this aspect. Reached out and scolded the drowsy person on the side. Jiang Bai, wake me up. Yang Mi has a big white eye. She is truly convinced. What occasion is this? The award ceremony. Others come here to act as matchmakers, bridge bridges, and find resources. What about Jiang Bai? Surprisingly, I fell asleep. I don't know why I brought him here. But Jiang Bai didn't react at all. Yang Mi couldn't contain the fire anymore and burned it directly onto the nearby Reba. Reba, although I'm not in Yang Mi's studio, are we still good sisters? Reba looked bewildered. Of course it is. In my heart, you will always be my boss, my dear sister. What's wrong? Yang Mi pointed to Jiang Bai, who was sleeping soundly. Didn't I ask you to remind him to catch up on sleep during the day this morning? Why are he still asleep? Sister, I promise, I really reminded you. Reba swears. Although her honey sister left Yang Mi's studio and established her own studio, although I didn't take her with me, but Reba definitely listened to Yang Mi's words. At this moment, upon hearing the sound in his ear, Jiang Bai frowned. Are you bothering me? Are you still making people sleep? With a beep. It's okay for Jiang Bai to not speak, but when he spoke, Yang Mi almost jumped up in anger. Sleep. Get up. At the award ceremony, I invited you to show your face, not to sleep. If it weren't for the cameras all around, Jiang Mi couldn't guarantee that she would slap Jiang Bai's head. Ah. Awards. Show your face. Jiang Bai rubbed his eyes drowsily, opening his eyes. When he saw Jiang Mi sitting next to him, he was completely stunned. What situation? Where is this? Isn't he working overtime at the company? How did it appear here? And still sitting next to Jiang Mi. Jiang Bai is a little confused. Reaching out and slowly approaching Jiang Mi's face, which was already shrouded in dark clouds, then pinch it. Full of elasticity. Sleeping trough, really, alive. Have you traveled? Take a closer look at Jiang Mi around you. The red satin long skirt showcases her figure to the fullest, especially in the career line. It's called a deep ravine. Appreciating it, Reba's reminder sounded next to me, Jiang Bai. There's a camera shooting it, are you crazy? At this moment, Reba and Cazalin's big eyes were wide and round. It's not because of anything else, because Jiang Bai just pinched Jiang Mi's face. May I ask the entire entertainment industry, who dares? Jiang Bai turned his face to look at Reba, wearing a blue deep V-belt long dress. The feeling of an exotic princess instantly fills up. It looks good, but it's a bit flat. What's wrong with me? Reba was stunned. He didn't realize the seriousness of the matter at all. You pinched Miss Mi's face. Still at the award ceremony, this is not a show. Before Reba finished speaking, Jiang Bai spoke up, don't you just pinch your face? What's the big fuss about? Dragonflies skim the water, the wind is light and the clouds are faint. You. Reba doesn't know what to say anymore. And Jiang Mi, his eyes were blazing with flames. Then, the delicate little hand unconsciously placed it on Jiang Bai's waist and gently turned. Hush. That feeling, sour and refreshing. However, due to the surrounding camera, Jiang Mi still maintained a smile, squeezing a sentence from between his teeth for Jiang Bai. Wait, I'll settle the accounts with you after the award ceremony. You'll be more clever for me later, otherwise you'll be dead tonight. Feeling the threat from his waist, Jiang Bai did not resist, and, combined with the messy memories in his mind, he almost understood. He traveled through time, becoming the first artist signed by Jiang Mi after she left Jiang Mi's studio and founded her own studio. Because it's the first one, Jiang Mi still attaches great importance to him. Through connections and networking, I received several dramas for Jiang Bai and accumulated some popularity. Even this award ceremony was forcibly brought in by Jiang Mi. With his thoughts gathered here, Jiang Bai looked at Jiang Mi. His face was very solemn, his expression was very serious. Speak up and ask. Boss, you want to rule me, right? Okay, I'll accept my fate. After all, you're a capitalist, and I can't compete with you as a young artist. Come on. Chapter 2. Hard concave character design. Are you playing like this? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiang Mi. What are the words of tiger and wolf? Myself, the unspoken rule is he. At this moment, Jiang Mi really wants to break Jiang Bai's head open and see if there are walnuts inside. As Jiang Mi was about to explode, Jiang Bai quickly waved his hand. Hi, just kidding, why are you still in a hurry? Although you may say so, but Jiang Bai's eyes were very honest, and he had already wandered over Jiang Mi. Even at one point, movies began to play in my mind. Jiang Mi transforms into a female knight, Mount Jiang Bai. Gallop. Bounce. Looking at Jiang Bai's expression of enjoyment, Reba next to her has completely lost her mind. Sure enough, I am no longer a celebrity under Miss Mi's banner. Now, Jiang Bai is the one. Pinch your face. Flirting. Miss Mi didn't bite Jiang Bai to death on the spot. Is it true love? Several people each carried their own careful thoughts. Little did they know, a short video of pinching the face is starting to spread wildly online. Hashtag at the award ceremony, Jiang Mi was pinched by a stranger's face. Hashtag surprisingly, the brave warrior pinched his face with honey. Hashtag artists under the banner. Have a sugar baby. Hashtag Jiang Mi, little fresh meat hashtag on site. Yang Mi rolled her eyes and said, "Do you know why I called you over today? Watching a play." Jiang Bai paused for a moment and probed. Yang Mi was speechless, pointing to Reba and admonishing. "When Reba appears later, remember, be a gentleman and hold on." Phew, Reba. Jiang Bai glanced at Reba, riding on hot traffic. How embarrassing. In the entertainment industry, although this kind of cheating is inevitable, indeed, many people have already become popular through this, but Jiang Bai doesn't want to. Reba takes the stage, which is designated to receive an award. As a newcomer, there is no specific award specified. Isn't this a hard rub? Yo, do you still know how to embarrass yourself? Yang Mi has a white eye. I won't let you just rub around. You are included in the new nominees. Oh. Jiang Bai smiled. Indeed, capitalists are invincible, even with hard means. Otherwise. Yang Mi's face remained unchanged, and the boss was full of style. But she always felt that today's Jiang Bai was a bit strange. There is also a bit of talk, especially those who dare to tease themselves. Okay, you're the boss. I'll listen to you. Anyway, it's just a matter of procrastination. Who's procrastinating is not procrastinating. After speaking, Jiang Bai turned to Reba, laughing like a spring breeze. Don't worry, I promise it's just a passing. Jiang Bai agreed, but Reba always felt strange when she heard this. Moreover, my face is still a bit hot. Just as Jiang Bai was calculating how to rub against it for a while, ding. Black Entertainment System binding. External cheating to account. Just, Jiang Bai thinks the name is a bit strange, Black Entertainment. There won't be any pitfalls, will there? Ding. System binding successful. Black Entertainment System, committed to building the host into the darkest and most shining star on the entire network. Let the entire entertainment industry only look up to it and have no way to surpass it. As long as the host is blackened, it can obtain blackening values. The blackened value can be exchanged for rewards in the system mall Jiang Bai. At this moment, Jiang Bai really didn't know whether to cry or laugh. The darkest. The most dazzling waste. It feels terrifying to think about it. But here's the problem, system, with all due respect, I'm a little artist who can't even reach the 18th tier. Why are others criticizing me? What can you blackmail me again? Jiang Bai is still very self-aware. After all, it's quite reasonable for sunspots to choose their targets. First of all, this person needs to have traffic, right? Must be able to attract traffic, right? What about myself? There's nothing left now, clean like a piece of white paper. Pure-hearted youth. Buzzing, just as she was thinking about it, Yang Mi's phone began to vibrate. It's Sun Ting, Yang Mi's chief agent and assistant. Hello, Ting, what's up? Yang Mi lowered her voice. On the phone, Sun Ting's voice is a bit loud. Watch the hot search. Yang Mi furrowed her brows and felt a bit dazed. Hot search. What's wrong with the hot search? Take out another phone and gently tap the screen with your fingers. Red highlighted entries come into view one by one. Article 1, #Award Ceremony, Mysterious Man and Yang Mi interact intimately. #Article 2, Yang Mi withdrew from Jiaxing because of him. #Article 3, The little fresh meat kept by Yang Mi seems to be exposed. #Article 4, Pinch your face to show affection, little fresh meat or little boyfriend. #Article 5. Laughing pot culture artist under investigation. #Top 5 hot searches, Yang Mi and Jiang Bai have taken up 4 of them. Looking at the comments below, who is so special? Dare to pinch my boss Yang's face. Spray first as a gesture of respect. Suggest a thorough investigation. Is it riding on the popularity of our big honey? Do we still have morals? Do we still have laws? Don't embarrass yourself, it must be that man who has a problem. Give me honey's innocence. Dare to take action at the award ceremony, this man is pure and playing hooliganism. Looking at the noodles, they are not very old, and now the little fresh meat is really useless, excessive. Thousands of people are writing blood letters to seek the truth. Comrades, take action, flesh him in 3 minutes. One by one, the Weibo server is about to explode. Obviously, Jiang Bai is about to become a non-chieftain. But it's not just online. At the award ceremony, many pairs of eyes have already turned to Jiang Bai's side, pointing and pointing, whisper in ear. Hey, is there still him in the circle? Why haven't I seen him before? TSK, now these little fresh meats are so daringly eaten by anyone. Watch it, this kind of little actor can't even get hot. Honey, what are you doing sitting with such a newcomer for? We'll have to stay away from that guy later, be careful. Although there was not much discussion, but being so focused on, Jiang Bai is not foolish either. Of course, he knows something must have happened, especially, my mind keeps ringing non-stop. Ding, blackening value plus 11. Ding, blackening value plus 1. Ding, blackening value plus 7. Congratulations on the host being hacked, the newbie gift package is being distributed. Ding. Obtain skill. Full level finger flexibility. Chapter 3. Is Yang Mi still not satisfied? Reba, hurry up. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Full level finger flexibility. What can this thing do? What does it have to do with making oneself the darkest and brightest star? Jiang Bai looked bewildered. Is the system sure the reward issued is correct? Yang Mi turned her head to look at Reba. You'll take him with you later. It's the first time I've come to this kind of occasion, and I'm afraid he might not have a sense of propriety. Reba nodded at Yang Mi. Okay, as instructed by Miss Mi, I will definitely do it well. Reba felt like a clear mirror in her heart. Jiang Bai was the first artist signed by Mi Jia after she left Jiaxing, and, listen to the conversation between the two people just now, this guy may also be Miss Mi's little boyfriend. Take a serious look at Jiang Bai, she had a slight doubt, isn't Mi Jia a little wolf dog who likes to pounce on her? When did you start liking this one? At this point, on stage, He Jiong's voice rang out again. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening everyone. Welcome to the annual Golden Shadow TV Festival Award Ceremony. I announce that the award ceremony has officially begun. As soon as the words fell, the scene burst into applause. Suddenly, Reba, Luifei, Yang Mi, and Bai Lu appeared on the big screen. On their faces, several people looked at the camera with smiles on their faces. The audience in the live broadcast room was like crazy, brushing the names of 4 people wildly. Honey sister. It must be my honey sister. Every drama we have is a hit. Our heavenly immortal finally made a scene, the most popular actress, bring it to you. Our Reba is also good. After all, our grades are also good. Bai Lu's drama has made me feel heartbroken. Shouldn't I give my daughter a reward to comfort her? 4 fans were frantically scrolling through the live broadcast room, but the 4 of them didn't touch much. They all looked at the screen very calmly. Because they know that this kind of occasion is the best time for the director to see themselves. It doesn't matter whether you win or not, the most important thing is to showcase yourself and strive for the best resources for yourself. Reba calmly fixed her gaze on the screen and slowly clenched her fingers. It is false to say that one does not expect to win the prize. At least at this award ceremony, she hopes to win one. Last year, I worked hard on myself and submitted a transcript. After all, my topic level was not bad last year. In the play starring Yang Mi, she played a supporting role and quickly came out of the circle. As the female lead, she also starred in a well-received TV drama. However, this award is solely based on fan voting, so her heart is still at a loss. As if noticing Reba's nervousness, Yang Mi comforted her. Reba, relax, it's us who can't run. That's right, even if it's not yours, if your honey sister kills the other person, she will still offer it to you with both hands. Jiang Bai continued the conversation. Reba's eyes widened, can this be said? Ignoring even the scene, Yang Mi patted Jiang Bai twice. Can such words be said on this occasion? Can't we? Jiang Bai didn't agree and looked around. Seeing the surprised expression on the person behind, he opened his mouth and threatened. You didn't hear anything, did you? The people in the back row were all stunned. Can this guy be any more arrogant, a newcomer? This kind of online live streaming situation openly threatens people. This guy's brain got stuck in the door when he went out today. Seeing that these few people had no response, Jiang Bai nodded in relief and looked at Yang Mi. Alright, now you two can rest assured. Yang Mi sat aside and rolled her eyes, suppressing the impulse to hammer Jiang Bai to death. She looked towards the back row. You don't need to pay attention to him, he has a brain problem today. Those who can sit here, even those who have just entered the circle, but what if the other party passes tonight, they will be on the line. At that time, it will be the black material caught by others. Subsequently, Yang Mi turned her head to look at Jiang Bai and twisted her waist, avoiding the camera, threatening. Give me some peace of mind. Reba couldn't help but laugh as she watched this scene. Miss me, it's rare to see you like this. Yang Mi glanced at Jiang Bai. Before, you guys were more reassuring to me than this guy. In an instant, Reba fell into silence. Indeed, it's all from before. Miss Me is no longer at joshing. Thinking of this, she was feeling a bit down. At this moment, a strong light came over. He Jiang's voice rang out. Congratulations to Reba for winning the award of Most Popular Actress of the Year. Reba froze in place for an instant. She didn't know what to react to for a moment. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and come on stage. Yang Mi reminded on the side. Seeing Reba's award, she felt happy from the bottom of her heart. After all, besides being her own good sisters, Reba was also brought out by herself. Although I left joshing, I still feel happy for her. After a brief hug with Yang Mi, Reba slowly walked towards the podium. Meanwhile, on the podium, He Jiang's voice came out again. The award we are going to announce next is the Most Popular Newcomer of the Year award. Dang 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 dang, after a burst of rhythm, 4 photos appear on the screen. Jiang Bai stands out. Chapter 4 unleashes in 1 second. Reba. Big brother, you. You are listening at novel full.audio. Shit. Why is this pervert also inside? You really have to give it your all now. Who threw it in? Did anyone explain it? Black screen. There must be a black screen. Pinch my honey sister's face and ask her to give you a trophy. Why is this guy's face so big? Damn it. I want to curse. Seeing Jiang Bai's face, the audience breathed a sigh of relief in their hearts. I didn't expect this guy to be selected. In the camera, Jiang Bai greeted the camera. Yang Mi sat on the side, looking at Jiang Bai. It feels much more comfortable. This guy has some understanding. Knowing that this is the time for him to show his face and search for resources. At this point, a flash of light flashed by. The lights gathered on Jiang Bai's body. Only then did He Jiang's voice ring again. Let's congratulate Jiang Bai on winning the Most Popular Newcomer Award of the Year. Damn it. How could this guy win you? Playing pranks on my honey sister and even bringing a trophy home. Damn it, how do I feel that he's still a bit handsome in this shot? Crazy. This world must be crazy. People like Jiang Bai can also win awards. How do I feel? This guy looks pretty good. Done, just his face. Am I used to it? At the moment the result appears, the audience's expressions were all stunned. Blackout value +1, blackout value +1, blackout value +1. Listening to the sound in his mind, Jiang Bai slowly stood up and prepared to walk towards the award podium. At this point, Yang Mi grabbed Jiang Bai's sleeve and whispered a reminder. Please be careful not to cause trouble for me. Anna. Jiang Bai smiled. At this moment, Reba was standing on the side waiting for Jiang Bai. As we approached Reba, two people symbolically bowed to each other. In Jiang Bai's ear, Reba's voice slowly spoke. Congratulations. There's nothing to congratulate on, just a trophy. Jiang Bai smiled. Under the light, two people wearing similar clothes had a smile on their faces and were perfectly matched. When going up the stairs, according to Yang Mi's advice, Jiang Bai's hand made a brief pause on Reba's back. Slow down. Just as the words finished, I heard a sound. Pa. The voice was light, but both of them heard it. Jiang Bai and Reba were both stunned. It seems like. What's on? Eye movement. Jiang Bai instinctively looked at his hand gently pressing against the back of Reba. That's right, just hands. And Reba, cover your chest as quickly as possible. Then, slowly turning around, incredibly big eyes, they also looked at the hand that Jiang Bai had placed behind them. Big brother. You. At %*% UN. Reba is already incoherent. This Jiang Bai. Surprisingly unexpectedly untied my own underwear. What occasion is this? What kind of hand speed is this? Oh my goodness. Reba doesn't know what to say anymore. And what about Jiang Bai? Watching myself unfastening my hot bra in just 1 second, I fell deeply into contemplation, full-level finger flexibility, so that's how it's used. Jiang. White. What are you doing? I asked you to help, but I didn't ask you. Reba turned her head, her small face flushed, and she glared at Jiang Bai. I said I didn't mean to, do you believe me? Jiang Bai explained in a low voice with a smile. What do you think? Reba bit her back teeth and glared angrily at Jiang Bai's hand, saying, Can you help me block it a bit? You're fast enough, haven't you practiced less in your daily life? This is the first time. Jiang Bai touched his nose and leaned towards Reba. Humph. Ghosts believe you. Although complaining on the lips, but Reba doesn't seem to be angry, just because of the awkward situation now, I feel a bit flustered. Coincidentally, following the camera of the two people all along, it seems that something is wrong. A close up, directly showing Reba's delicate little face. Of course, there is also Jiang Bai with a calm face next to him. However, now it's a live broadcast. On the other side of the camera, there are always sharp-eyed viewers. Jiang Bai's hand was actually placed on Reba's back. I can't bear it. What is the situation? What is Reba blushing about? No, why are these two people so close? Did Jiang Bai take the opportunity to eat tofu? Yang Mi, hurry up and explain to me. Let Reba lead. Jiang Bai, what are your intentions? To be honest, does anyone think that Jiang Bai is really a bit handsome? Whispering, it turns out that it's not just me who thinks Jiang Bai is handsome. Hey, didn't anyone notice that Reba kept covering her chest? Shouldn't it be uncomfortable? Well. As a girl, she shouldn't be wearing underwear. Did she open it? Ah. What's going on with the camera? Shouldn't this give Reba a close up of her chest? Blood Book of 10,000 People, Seeking Close-Ups. Chapter 5. A blood letter from 10,000 people, begging to master. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. The barrage heated up discussions. The Reba on site is going crazy. She has clearly felt a downward trend in her underwear. She dares to guarantee that as long as she releases her hand and takes a step forward, her underwear will fall off directly. How about I hold it back for you? Jiang Bai smiled and said. He, thank you, brother Bai. Reba wished she could bite Jiang Bai to death with one bite. But Jiang Bai was neither tight nor slow. You're welcome, but I may not be as proficient in business, I don't know if I can succeed. After speaking, Jiang Bai's hand moved again. Reba is completely speechless, eye disease and quick hand, grasping Jiang Bai's wrist and biting his little white teeth, a faint smile appeared, help me. Let's go. That's it, two people, one in front and one behind, stepped onto the award podium. At this moment, Reba was very grateful that she was wearing a camisole skirt, otherwise after the two of them took the stage, Jiang leaned over and whispered, avoiding the microphone. Reba, are you okay? Reba pursed her lips, unsure of what to say, and could only shake her head lightly. It's not a big deal. As soon as he spoke, Jiang felt relieved and announced directly. Let's congratulate Reba and Jiang Bai again. Let's invite the awarding guests to present awards to our Reba and Jiang Bai. Wow! Amidst enthusiastic applause, the awarding guests took the stage, took the trophy and flowers from the MC's hand, and presented them both. Reba instinctively lifted the hem of her clothes and tried to lift both arms. 1 second. Reba noticed a cool breeze pouring in, the underwear slid down a distance. She quickly withdrew her arm, grabbed her underwear, and covered her chest with one hand. Apologetically bowing slightly to the senior, taking the trophy and flowers with one hand. Seeing this scene, the audience in front of the camera has already exploded, solid hammer. The hot bra is open. Sexy. Judge, not bad. It's Reba, you can stay calm in this situation. Let's just say, shouldn't it be Jiang Bai who just gave it to? So, did Jiang Bai eat my hot tofu? I can't tolerate it. I'm Reba, so I should give this guy a punch, can't it? Isn't Jiang Bai just sticking a patch on the back of Reba? To be honest, I can take my wife's underwear in just 3 seconds. Upstairs, how about solving someone else's wife? How many seconds does it take? Identification completed, Reba, we'll just beat him to death. What are you babbling about? My white brother only needs 1 second, okay? Unleash the hot bra in 1 second. This guy is crazy, isn't he? White brother is amazing, white brother is mighty, brother Bai, is there enough time to become a disciple? Off stage, Yang Mi also frowned slightly, what's going on with Reba today? Receiving a trophy with one hand, not afraid of being sprayed. I am not in joshing, has Reba already released herself like this? As a top-tier player now, she dare not accept trophies like this. Just wondering, with a puff, next to her, Yang Baby covered her mouth and laughed loudly. Yang Mi was taken aback and immediately saw Yang Baby's phone. It's a live broadcast of the award ceremony. Interestingly, now the full-screen barrage has turned into one sentence, single-handed instant antipyretic bra, please learn from me. Single-handed instant antipyretic bra, please learn from me. Single-handed instant antipyretic bra, please learn from me. The whole screen is full. One-handed instant solution. Underwear. In an instant, Yang Mi widened her eyes and her mouth turned into an O shape. Jiang Bai. Yang Mi felt like she was going to get angry. Further restraint, Yang Mi worked hard to prevent herself from fainting. And on stage, after receiving the award, taking photos, Jiang Bai, holding the trophy, turned around and walked away. But just took the first step. Jiang Bai. Reba's hand grabbed Jiang Bai's hem. Jiang Bai turned his head, is there another project? Is it so troublesome to receive an award? Reba. Reba was speechless, big brother, just leave me alone when I step down. Do you still need assistance when you step down? Isn't the boss just asking me to come up and help you? Jiang Bai spoke very confidently. Of course, Yang Mi did indeed give such orders. But, Reba was about to lose control of her urge to bite Jiang Bai to death. Yes, the boss's explanation is correct. But she didn't ask you to untie my underwear. As she spoke, Reba realized that her voice was a bit loud, carefully scrutinizing it, he put his mouth close to Jiang Bai's ear. Do you want to run after making a mistake? There's no door. Help me obediently and continue to block the camera for me. What these words say, it's like talking about Jiang Bai being ruthless, isn't it? Just the underwear. As for, is it a big deal to ask you to come back? Oh, I forgot, it seems that men don't wear that thing. Chapter 6 Official Blog Explosion. Jiang Bai. My hands are fast. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiang Bai pursed his lips, feeling somewhat speechless. Seeing that Jiang Bai did not refuse, Reba quickly stuffed her trophy into Jiang Bai's arms. Thank you. After speaking, he put Jiang Bai's arm on his shoulder and walked down the stage. However, these two people's series of actions caused the barrage to explode again. What's the situation? Did Reba proactively post it? Shit. Are you eating tofu so openly now? These two people, shouldn't they really have an affair? Wow, what's going on? Show affection at the award ceremony. Angry. Judge, Jiang Bai, give us Reba. Stay away from Reba. I increasingly feel that Bai Lu is super handsome. Mad, you got a mouthful of dog food while watching the award ceremony. Isn't Reba really having any story with Bai Lu? Otherwise, what else? Bai Lu doesn't even get angry when he solves her underwear. Are these two people not at all taboo? Real name Envy Jiang Bai. Envy +1, in the state of Reba and Jiang Bai. Yang Mi frowned slightly. Do these two people really? Can't we? Can it be that these two people met before me? When the two of them stepped down, Yang Mi's eyes were fixed on Reba. Tell me honestly. Ah. Reba blinked her big eyes and looked bewildered. Explain what? When did you two meet and be together? What? What? Who two? Reba's eyes widened even wider. Yang Mi looked as if she could see through it without saying anything. Okay, let's see how long you two can keep it hidden. This what the hell is going on? Reba was said to be confused, but she didn't forget to tidy up her embarrassment. Miss Me, dear Miss Me, can you help me block it? After speaking, Reba didn't care whether Yang Mi agreed or not, pulling her in front of him, reaching his hands behind him. He was busy living. And Yang Mi's eyes were fixed on Jiang Bai sitting behind Reba. You did it, didn't you? Jiang Bai shrugged his shoulders. I don't want to either. He really doesn't want to. How can't I control my finger dexterity at full level? Looking at Jiang Bai's innocent expression, Yang Mi couldn't even get angry anymore. Okay, just admit it, I'll deal with you when I go back. After speaking, Yang Mi took out her phone directly. His face also returned to its usual coldness. Looking at Yang Mi with a serious expression on her face, Reba looked like a child who had made a mistake. Miss Me, I didn't give you 'cause trouble, did I? Yang Mi didn't reply, but instead dialed the phone number of Agent Sun Ting. Ting, you should go to the official blog and post a update immediately. Just say that tonight Jiang Bai is. Before Yang Mi finishes speaking, Sun Ting spoke up. It's already late, the official blog is about to explode. Upon hearing this, Yang Mi hung up the phone. The official Weibo of Yang Mi Studio. It doesn't matter if you don't look. At first glance, Yang Mi's head is about to explode. Excuse me, the hot lingerie has been opened. Is it Jiang Bai's chest and hands? Same question. Did you spend so much time at the award ceremony as a newcomer? Is it appropriate for Jiang Bai to do this as one-handed instant antipyretic lingerie a moral downfall or a company's indulgence? Yang Mi doesn't care about it. This kind of person should get out. Chia lingerie. Is this the newcomer that Yang Mi is passionate about? Blood letter from 10,000 people, seeking Jiang Bai's explanation. There's no need for Yang Mi Studio to give resources to such a newcomer one after another. It's all about internet keyboardists hitting Jiang Bai. Yang Mi simply doesn't know what to say. He placed his phone in front of Jiang Bai. This is called, good things don't go out, bad things spread 1,000 miles. Look at what you've done. Jiang Bai did not answer his phone, and he had already received feedback from the system's response. Blackout value +1 blackout value +1 blackout value +1 Jiang Bai glanced at his phone, my face didn't change at all, and I even smiled while watching, the little black guys are quite diligent. Still laughing. Is he still in the mood to laugh? Yang Mi stared at Jiang Bai without blinking and asked. Jiang Bai. Bai Gu. Why are you still laughing? If this matter is not handled properly, your future is probably ruined. Anger is of course angry, but Yang Mi is more worried about Jiang Bai's future. After all, it's not easy for him to walk all the way to the present. But who knows, Jiang Bai didn't take it to heart at all, instead he waved his hand, what's so difficult to handle? What? Yang Mi was stunned by what Jiang Bai said. You know, although black powder doesn't have much impact, but if this matter raises public opinion, it will be a catastrophic disaster for Jiang Bai. When the time comes, let alone Jiang Bai himself, the entire studio may even be affected. What about Jiang Bai? He actually said it's easy to handle. Yang Mi was a little enraged and went crazy, but unfortunately, I am not currently in the company. From now on, please calm down for me. I will find the PR to handle this matter for you. However, just as Yang Mi was speaking, Jiang Bai has opened his phone and posted a small update on his Weibo. Sorry, my hand speed is a little too fast. Picture, one young finger. Judge. Chapter 7. Abandoning the whole forest. Yang Mi, are you causing trouble? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yang Mi was completely stunned. Big brother, is this the solution you're talking about? Are you sure you're not trying to blackmail yourself? When encountering such a situation normally, no one can avoid it, afraid of being criticized for leaving a point of conversation and affecting the future. This guy is good, holding up the big flag for fear that others won't know. Thinking of this, Yang Mi felt a headache. I used to think this guy was well behaved, but now it seems like he's pretty well behaved. While roast, Yang Mi turned over the comment area of her Weibo. But the next second, she was stunned. Quick hand speed. I think it's just a quick way to rub against the heat. Pinch Yang Mi's face and I'll endure it. How many meanings does it mean for me to wear hot lingerie? What the hell? Your hand speed is too fast. What dangerous speech is this? How many times have Reba experienced it so quickly? Bai Lu has seeds. When will you teach me? Nima, your love is so beautiful. I want to kill you. How long have we been together? Hurry up and explain. Bai Lu is mighty. You acknowledge everything. You really don't work in human affairs, kid, it's a kind of person. I followed your statement. Haha. Bai Ji's agent is going crazy. I just like you, don't treat us as outsiders, follow +1. For Jiang Bai's behavior of not treating fans and netizens as outsiders, they seem to be very useful. In a few minutes, Jiang Bai's Weibo fan base has increased by 100,000. Meanwhile, #the award ceremony, the hot lingerie has been released #Jiang Bai. Sorry, my hand speed is too fast #Jiang Bai admits it multiple hot searches are directly on the list. This. Yang Mi doesn't know what to say. This development trend seems to be different from what I think. She glanced sideways at Jiang Bai, somewhat curious. Jiang Bai, how did you do it? I don't have time to pay attention to Yang Mi. Jiang Bai is bowing his head, still writing vigorously on the Weibo interface. Yang Mi leaned over and saw that Jiang Bai was about to leave a message. Not bad. Isn't this speed innate? Yang Mi's eyes widened, is it possible to say this? She looked around and reached out to twist Jiang Bai's waist and abdomen, warning. Please restrain yourself a bit. You think the comments section is your backyard. But it still hasn't been blocked successfully, the message has been successfully sent by Jiang Bai. Jiang Bai. What kind of trouble are you going to make? From now on, you're not allowed to look at the scarf anymore. Yang Mi bit her back teeth and warned. What are you looking at without looking at the scarf? Are you? Jiang Bai rolled his eyes and asked in response, I don't know how you managed to stay in such a boring situation. I'm too lazy to talk to you. Yang Mi rolled her eyes and quickly contacted Sun Ting. Ting, please pay close attention to Jiang Bai's scarf. This guy is talking casually online again. Remember that the wind is not right, urgent public relations immediately. Got it. Sun Ting replied to the message in seconds and then looked at Jiang Bai's scarf. I don't agree with this marriage. No way. How good is it for me to directly cross the river with my soul, huh? Did you have the same hand speed as being single for over 20 years before? I suspect you are driving, entertainment industry clearance. Let's talk about how to win the hot bar. Brother Bai, do I still have time to apprentice now? I just like you. If there's anything you're saying, you're telling the truth. Under the comment Jiang Bai just replied, there are already towering buildings. But what Yang Mi was worried about didn't happen, and the number of followers on Weibo is still increasing. Sun Ting was a bit speechless, and she calmly messaged Yang Mi. Jiang Bai is such a talent. The art style in the comments circle is unique. There are still many people who look at him differently. How did this guy do it? Is the audience's taste so unique now? Yang Mi looked at Jiang Bai with confusion. Miss Mi, is it easy to handle Jiang Bai's matter? Reba asked in a low voice. Just observed Yang Mi's expression, she couldn't quite understand. Agreed to handle it, but Yang Mi is warning again and also accepting the phone. It's hard to handle, but Yang Mi wasn't particularly angry. Although it may also be a matter of the occasion. What's wrong? Do you have any ideas? Yang Mi didn't think deeply. It's really not possible. Honey, let's just settle the matter of our two dating online. Reba blushed and suggested. Yang Mi was stunned for a moment. Refuse. Don't. I don't agree. Before Yang Mi could speak, Jiang Bai's disdainful voice had already sounded. Give up a forest for her, Miss Mi, what are you doing? Pop, a crisp sound. Yang Mi patted Jiang Bai's head with her hand. There's no place for you to talk. Then looking at Reba, she asked again. Are you sure? Reba nodded and Yang Mi, who was close to her, carefully explained. Honey, actually he didn't do it on purpose just now, and he is also good. Which one is good? Yang Mi looked at Jiang Bai twice, her face full of disgust. She is a bit skeptical of her own judgment now, and she doesn't know why she chose this guy when there are so many people in the company. Nice face, pretty handsome. Reba blushed and said. Most importantly, he has fast hands. Can a good-looking person serve as a meal? Yang Mi couldn't help but roll her eyes. Yeah. Isn't the entertainment industry just relying on face for a living? Without hesitation, Reba nodded and said, those with good acting skills can eat longer. Yang Mi didn't know how to refute for a moment. After all, Reba is right. Most of them in this industry eat youth meals, only those with strength can stay until the end. Thinking of this, Yang Mi sighed, okay, I understand now. If you can't control it, just handle it that way. Then you better deal with it quickly. The number of viewers in the live broadcast room is skyrocketing now. Baby Yang handed her phone to Yang Mi on the side. Yang Mi's eyes widened and she lowered her head to look at her phone. Who is the brother of antipyretic lingerie? Haha. Just as I came in, I watched Yang Mai Bai Gu. Where is my idol Jiang Bai? Brother Bai, your family is supporting you. Don't be cowardly. What is the conspiracy between Reba and Yang Mi? Will Bai Gu be in danger? Bai Gu, why is he bowing his head? Look at the camera, I want to see what the warrior looks like. Chapter 8. Starting with Yang Mi familiar with the process. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Looking at the comments section with barrage flying around, Yang Mi didn't know what to react to, so she returned the phone to Yang Baby. If you go check his Weibo, you'll know it's nothing. There are more strange things to say than that. Yang Baby was stunned for a moment. Really fake. Does this guy not care about public image? Her mouth was full of doubts, but the gleam in her eyes and the eager hand to open her scarf exposed her true thoughts. Yang Mi's mouth corners are stiff, she almost believed it. Yang Mi patted Yang Baby's shoulder. If you could be so serious when filming, you wouldn't have been scolded so badly. Yang Baby glanced at Yang Mi, if it's your best friend, just shut your mouth. Understood. Yang Mi raised her chin and nodded with a smile, you look good. This is just right. Yang Baby smiled and nodded. Looking down at the phone information, from hot searches to Weibo and then to the comments section. For a moment, Yang Baby couldn't resist. Puff ha. Honey, this newcomer in your family is a talent. At this point, the director team only noticed the situation in the live broadcast room. Director. The number of viewers in our live broadcast suddenly skyrocketed to 300,000. The staff saw this and quickly informed the director of the news. What? The director of the Golden Shadow Art Festival was stunned for a moment. Is it really fake? Our usual traffic is only within 100,000. I can't joke with you about this kind of thing. The staff handed over their mobile phones. 300,000. The director was shocked when he saw the data. His hands trembled slightly. Finally made it. I didn't expect that we could even get this click-through rate at an award ceremony. The staff felt embarrassed and touched the corner of their mouth. Cough. Director, it seems it's not because of the award ceremony. It's because of one person. Who? The director's gaze is sharp, no matter who created such a high click-through rate for him, he must thank him. Jiang Bai. The staff spoke trembling, the director's posture is too frightening. Let him have a feeling that Jiang Bai is going to be unlucky. This name sounds a bit familiar. The director instantly regained his momentum, he can't remember the face corresponding to this name. The one who just received the most popular newcomer award. The staff explained. Oh, it's him. The director instantly realized, as a newcomer, what news can he bring out to directly increase the popularity by 200,000. Curious, his eyes fixed tightly on the comments section. Jiang Bai, your abilities are average, how did you attract Reba's attention? Yang Mi is not enough, she still wants to touch our hot bar. I can't bear it. Director, be sensible and give us 2 more shots of Bai Gu. I'm here. What other tricks do you still have? Let me see. Director, it's time to cut the camera. Where is the target person of Reba? The hatred of taking away his wife envy Jiang. Why did Reba give up on a forest? What about Bai Ji's people? Show me your natural hand speed again. Looking at the comments section, the director became increasingly confused. Jiang Bai and Reba. He looked at the staff and said, what's up with these two? Just received the award. Jiang Bai took off his hot lingerie. The staff said calmly, what? The director was stunned for a moment. What did he hear? In public, Jiang Bai untied the hot lingerie. Are young couples nowadays playing so exciting? Are you serious? I didn't see anything wrong just now. The staff couldn't help but laugh. Netizens have discovered clues from the minutiae. If you don't believe it, take a look at the Weibo and Jiang Bai will admit it himself. What? The director was stunned and said, if I remember correctly, is this guy positioned as a little fresh meat? That's right. The little fresh meat filter shattered the ground. The staff shook their heads and sighed. I don't know if we can still find resources in the future. Our newcomer award won't be his peak, will it? The director couldn't help but shake his head and said, unfortunately, there are occasional shots inserted from behind. Understood. They're all veterans, they all understand. The staff smiled and quickly announced the order. I have the traffic password for increasing ratings right now, and I've messed it up. The director is warning his subordinates. Although a newcomer may not believe in such a high click-through rate, reality is happening right in front of his eyes. Tonight, it's up to you to create the pinnacle of ratings. On the award podium, after a series of trophies such as the Most Popular Actor, Outstanding TV Drama Award, Best Film Award, etc. were quickly presented, finally ushering in an exciting moment. He Jeong's voice rang out again. Next, we are going to present the Best Actress and Actress of the Year award, and the winner of the Best Actress award is. Instantly, Louis Fei, Yang Mi, Yang Zi, Tong Li. The photos of 4 people appear on the big screen, everyone's gaze was fixed on the screen, and Yang Mi casually glanced at the camera, her gaze calm. Louis Fei smiled, the heavenly immortal truly lives up to its reputation. Yang Zi looked around as if nothing had happened, as if she wasn't the one appearing on the big screen. After a burst of noise, direct lighting, Yang Mi was shrouded in the light. Yang Mi nodded lightly. At this moment, He Jeong's voice rang out again. Let's congratulate Yang Mi. Yang Mi stood up slightly, Jiang Bai beside him smiled and joked. Honey, do you want me to help you over there? Look at your skirt, it's not short either. Do you need someone to help you climb the stairs? Yang Mi Bai glanced at Jiang Bai and said, do you want to repeat the old trick on me? Is it so obvious? Jiang Bai frowned, he felt pretty good on his own. Yang Mi rolled her eyes. Do I look like a fool? You are. Don't have any doubts about yourself. Jiang Bai nodded with a very resolute attitude. You. Yang Mi held her fingers, suppressing her anger. Pop, a clear voice. Jiang Bai took advantage of Yang Mi's lack of attention and patted her back with his hand. This. That. Honey sister, this is just that you're not right. How can you come out without wearing it? Jiang Bai's forceful words and reasoning, Yang Mi's face turned pale with iron. Oh. Yang Baby on the side heard a sound, looked over, and gave Jiang Bai a thumbs up. Even if you get rid of Reba, it's okay. Boss, you dare to take action, you're a ruthless person. Jiang Bai shook his head humbly. Generally average. It's a pity that Mr. Yang didn't give me the opportunity to become proficient in the process. Chapter 9. Instantly calm down. Now that newcomers are like this. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Speak these words in front of Miss Mi. Reba rolled her eyes, when Miss Mi was just here, why didn't he say that? Bored. Glancing at Reba, Jiang Bai slowly stood up. What do you want to do? Reba was instantly alert, Miss Mi is now on stage to receive the award, and no one can control Jiang Bai. She cannot let Jiang Bai cause trouble at this time. Drain. Breathe. Jiang Bai replied expressionlessly, then he looked at Reba and joked, do you want to come with me? Supervise me. Reba's eyes widened. What kind of words are these? Just calm face, instantly blushing. Stuttering when speaking. No. You can go by yourself. Go early and return early, otherwise I won't be able to protect you when Miss Mi comes back later. Oh. Jiang Bai responded without saying much and walked straight towards the door. On the award podium, as soon as Yang Mi took the stage, she noticed Jiang Bai's movements. She furrowed her brow. What is this guy up to again? Why did she start looking for trouble just as she was on stage? What's wrong? What happened? Noticing that Yang Mi's expression was not right, Jiang approached with concern. It's okay, it's just a guy messing around. Jiang didn't react for a moment. Jiang Bai has gone out. Yang Mi whispered in a low voice. I didn't expect you, the boss, to be quite competent. You have to pay attention to the situation of your artists when you come on stage to receive awards. Jiang joked. At this moment, he also noticed Jiang Bai's direction and smiled slightly. You newcomers are quite fun. For the sake of resources, no matter how boring they are, they will still sit here. He's better off, just go out. Yang Mi smiled. Jiang seems to be saying that quite well. Go out, go out. The task for tonight has been achieved. It's okay whether he's here or not. At this moment, the awarding guests took the stage, and Yang Mi's gaze was only then averted. Finally out, the air is fresh through the screen. Much more comfortable. Less air. What is Jiang Bai doing here? Why is Reba's face so red? What did she say that's not suitable for children? Jiang Bai. Miss Mi is not here, I want to release her. This guy probably doesn't know how to pee. To be honest, without Jiang Bai, the fun of this award ceremony would be half as much. Reba, what did that guy say? I want to know. Brother Bai, get some air and come back quickly. Noticing Jiang Bai's departure, the fans in the live broadcast room were momentarily excited. Jiang Bai's camera is gone. The pleasure of watching the award ceremony disappeared in an instant. The barrage quickly calmed down. In a few seconds, even with Yang Mi supporting herself on the podium, many fans still left. Hiss. Noticing the situation in the live broadcast room, the staff took a deep breath. Director, is Jiang Bai so influential? He just disappeared for a while, and there aren't many people in the live broadcast room anymore. The director was taken aback by the words. Is the newcomer already so powerful now? On the podium, Yang Mi took the trophy from the guest's hand, after taking photos and briefly speaking, quickly stepped down. She won't go any further. She felt that Jiang Bai would stay at the door until the end of the party. You know, call him over tonight for another task, finding resources. As a newcomer, he must expose and walk in front of as many directors as possible, otherwise, even if there are suitable resources, people will not think of you. As she thought, Yang Mi's footsteps became faster and faster. She didn't notice at all that someone beside her had quickly walked towards him. Boss Yang. Wang Zhengyu shouted loudly, interrupting Yang Mi's progress. Ah! Director Wang. Yang Mi was stunned for a moment. As she looked at the sound, she immediately recognized the other person. Wang Zhengyu, Pineapple Stage is quite famous as a popular variety show director. Although she has recorded her own variety shows relatively few times, she still has heard of this person. A few years ago, with his own efforts, he created the flagship variety show Mushroom House on Pineapple Terrace. The variety show focuses on slow life, with a focus on the wits and bravery between the guests and the director team. Over time, the audience has become somewhat aesthetically fatigued and their ratings have declined. But it still doesn't affect his status at all. However, I currently do not need exposure in this area of traffic. Director Wang, my schedule for the second half of the year has already expired, and you may not have. Just halfway through Yang Mi's words, Wang Zhengyu realized Yang Mi's misunderstanding and quickly shook his hand to explain. No. You misunderstood. I want to ask Jiang Bai if he has time. Jiang Bai. Yang Mi was stunned for a moment. She didn't hear it wrong, did she? Yeah. Wang Zhengyu nodded and said, I just noticed the situation with the Weibo. You newcomers are a bit interesting. If we were to record Mushroom House, it would probably bring us a lot of surprises. Hee hee. Yang Mi couldn't laugh in an instant. What kind of taste is this Wang Zhengyu? What happened on the Weibo, out of control? He actually said it was a surprise. From my own perspective, the shock is quite similar. However, being on a variety show for the first time is the permanent presence of a top variety show, which is beneficial and harmless for Jiang Bai. Just the premise is that this guy doesn't act like a demon from time to time. His schedule situation, I need to ask my agent and himself. He is currently outside, do you want to go and ask? Upon hearing that there seemed to be a play, Wang Zhengyu quickly nodded. Okay, let's go together. Chapter 10. Jiang Bai, do you remember you are little? You are listening at novel full.audio. Yang Mi nodded. It would be great if Jiang Bai could take Mushroom House as a long-term exposure resource tonight. Two people walked towards the door, one in front and one behind. Why did these two people go? This one before and one after. Jiang Bai hasn't come back yet, why did you all go out? Boy. Is it already so attractive outside? Camera brother, I know you're also curious. Let's go take a look. Hurry up and catch up, otherwise the two of them will run away. In the live broadcast room, the audience is quite curious about Yang Mi's whereabouts. The director noticed this, raising his chin at the staff. Arrange a machine to follow up. The staff quickly sent a message to the camera team. Let's go now. Upon receiving the message, the photography team quickly adjusted and sent a photographer to follow up. As soon as you leave the venue, find a good location. The camera guy just set up the machine. The audience saw Jiang Bai at a glance. Sure enough, he is standing in the corridor, slacking off outside. Just say this guy is slacking off outside, honey, fan it over. Give it a big slap. If it weren't for coming out and seeing it, I would have thought he fell into the pit. Haha. There have been quite a few experiences upstairs. Why are there two wisps of green smoke on my head? Did my ancestral tomb appear? No. Jiang Bai is smoking. Who is the person standing with Jiang Bai? Chicken, you're so beautiful. Haha. Kai Shukuan's songs make me laugh. How could Jiang Bai stand with Kai Shukuan? Do you know that you two just competed? As soon as Jiang Bai appeared, the audience became somewhat excited and the barrage began to spin wildly. In the camera, Jiang Bai and Kai Shukuan stood together, their heads shrouded in smoke, and their hands kept lifting. Just received the award, you came out to smoke, you're too reckless. Kai Shukuan nodded his cigarette ash. It's okay. It's just average. Jiang Bai spat out a cigarette ring and casually said. You're not ordinary either. Kai Shukuan sarcastically smiled and said, don't turn a deaf ear to what the senior said. There might be a paparazzi waiting to take pictures of you at the entrance of this venue. Oh. He can shoot whenever he wants, and I don't care. After all, I don't rely on character to make a living. Unlike you guys who are restricted everywhere and dare not do anything. Jiang Bai smiled and retorted. You. Kai Shukuan clenched his hands tightly. Since his debut, he has not been said so by anyone. Encountering oneself, which person of the same age is not respectful? He was about to open his mouth and fight back. Not far away, Yang Mi's voice came. Jiang Bai. Kai Shukuan instantly sounded the alarm. Seeing the cigarette butt in my hand, I didn't even consider it. He quickly took a strong puff and threw the cigarette butt onto the ground, stomping on it hard until it went out. Yang Mi is a senior. Still top-notch. I can't have any negative image in front of Yang Mi. Compared to Kai Shukuan, Jiang Bai appeared much more calm, smoking one cigarette after another. The movements were particularly relaxed and pleasing to the eye. Watching Jiang Bai's movements, Kai Shukuan smiled and cursed inwardly. Silly bee. As a newcomer, daring to do this in front of Yang Mi is like seeking death on your own. I don't even know why someone like him is disappearing from the entertainment industry. At this point, Yang Mi walked over one by one with Wang Zhengyu. "Miss Honey." Kai Shukuan shouted in his heart, bowing and greeting Yang Mi. He tried hard to open his mouth, but the cigarette in his mouth put him in a dilemma. Yang Mi nodded, as if she had seen it before. Her eyes shifted towards Jiang Bai and noticed that he was holding a cigarette. Her eyebrows furrowed. "Jiang Bai, do you still remember being a little fresh meat? Do you know how to write image? Ha ha ha. I only found out now that Jiang Bai still has a location." Yang Mi. "I can't take it with me, I won't take it anymore. I have to undress and smoke again, it's a headache." Little fresh meat. Didn't Jiang Bai collapse when he received the prize? Puff ha ha ha. Whenever he pays attention, the Weibo will not be trending. Jiang Bai. What is the image? Can it be eaten? Where is the aroma of smoking? How come I didn't know I had a persona? As soon as Yang Mi's words were spoken, the audience in the live broadcast room laughed wildly. They couldn't believe that Jiang Bai had someone else to say. Nowadays, in the entertainment industry, which one is not paying attention to their public image to the extreme? They only know that, in terms of character positioning before, Jiang Bai, but from the moment he released his antipyretic bra, any persona was useless. I think Jiang Bai's behavior is quite good. He can be whatever he is, and he looks so comfortable. I don't like that kind of pretentious and fake style the most. Wang Zhengyu spoke out to defend himself. Jiang Bai looked over at the words and frowned slightly. Who is this person? Yang Mi finally remembered and introduced herself to Jiang Bai. Jiang Bai, this is Director Wang. I would like you to participate in the recording of Mushroom House. What? Jiang Bai has some doubts. I remember Mushroom House was a regular guest, right? That's right. So the ratings have been declining in the previous seasons. Wang Zhengyu sighed. Now, a new season is about to start recording, and I want to absorb some fresh blood, so I would like to invite you to participate in the recording. Do you have time? This. Jiang Bai was lost in thought. I have it. I have it. Kai Shukuan's eyes widened and he raised his eyebrows wildly, hoping that Wang Zhengyu would notice him. But to no avail, no one paid attention to him. He had heard before that the new season of Mushroom House was going to attract new players, but he didn't expect it to be true. Isn't using oneself more suitable than using Jiang Bai? Remember to go see if you have any eye problems. Yang Mi noticed Kai Shukuan's condition and rolled her eyes to remind her. In her opinion, Kai Shukuan is too immature. They are discussing resources with their artists, and he is just an outsider eavesdropping here. What's going on? Then, she looked at Jiang Bai. Bringing Director Wang over is to let you consider taking a look. As a long-term exposure resource for you, I think Mushroom House is possible. Jiang Bai pressed the cigarette butt in his hand into the ashtray of the trash can. Okay. Director Wang, could you please prepare the materials and contracts for the next season and send them to Sister Sun Ting? She is also my agent now. Wang Zhengyu paused for a moment and looked at Yang Mi. Honey, if I remember correctly, it seems that Sun Ting is your agent, right? Well, that's right. Yang Mi nodded. Hiss, Wang Zhengyu took a cold breath and was slightly shocked. He never expected that Yang Mi Studio would attach such importance to Jiang Bai. It seems that in terms of the contract, he needs to consider it carefully.